depend on it.
The advice given reflects the opinions of our experts and not that of WDBO.
Welcome to the Marketing Advisors, powered by experts from WDBO and Cox Marketing Services, right here on News Talk AM 580 WDBO. Guiding you through the big map, marketing, advertising, and promotion, is WDBO's own General Marketing and Sales Manager, Jimmy Farrell. To call the Marketing Advisors, dial 407-290-0058 or toll free at 800-329-5858. Now here is the Marketing Advisors.
And welcome back to the Marketing Advisors here on News Talk AM 580 WDBO. Ready for hour number 2. We've been talking today, earlier in the first hour, talking a lot about finding your target marketing, also about how to make your trade show a success, and video blogging. Covered all of that in a very informative first hour. And with us today is our guest, Stephen Placey. He's with Rock Your Business. We're also joined today by Rajiv Kapur of Configurations, and from the Cox Media Group, Fred Bond is here today. And he's handling things on the marketing advisor side of things.
That's right. Don't you forget it.
I did once. I did once. So I certainly would not forget again. But we've had a very good first hour. Looking forward to a very informative and interesting second hour. We're going to talk today, this time, about driving traffic to your website.
That's right. And before we do that, let me just give some phone numbers. 407-290-0058 is the number to call if you want to talk about anything related to marketing or anything you've heard on today's program. 407-290-0058 or 1-800-329-5858. Okay, we're going to talk to Darren, and I'm going to have Stephen talk to him. We're going to be talking about driving traffic to your website. So you're a large, medium, or small company. This is what we're doing now. We want to drive traffic to your website, and this is a different outside opinion on how to do that. Stephen?
Yeah, absolutely. And Darren, are you there?
I'm here. How are you doing, Stephen?
Hey, man, I'm fine. Where are you at in this country today?
I'm up in very sunny and hot, steaming hot Pensacola, Florida, and having a great time. I'm glad to be on with you guys.
Excellent. Well, thanks for joining us. And let me just say, Darren's someone I've met. I mean, honestly, we've only been working together a few months, but I've learned so much from him about websites, and not only driving traffic, but to turn it into a prospecting engine for your company. I mean, it's a huge extension of marketing, as we know these days. So, Darren, tell them a little bit about what you're doing.
You know, I'm actually an attorney, and I have a small company called LawyersSecret.com. So what we do there is we do marketing consulting for attorneys and law firms all around the country, and actually we just started all around the world. And the great thing about a website is that it can really be an awesome branding and, just business driving mechanism. One of the biggest problems that I see small businesses of all types make is they put up a website, and it's basically just what we call in the legal profession a tombstone site. It basically just says, okay, here's here's who we are, and here's what we do, and here's maybe our phone number to contact us. But there's no real reason to be engaged as a web visitor with the website, and I think that's a huge mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in any kind of social media these days, it's all about interaction. I mean, it's all about, that's why everybody's telling, I mean, people now, if you look at Facebook and things, people put on there, I'm having a bad day, and all their friends respond, I feel bad. It's that human interaction that makes it special, and how you can turn it into a marketing piece for your company.
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest things that a small business owner can do to their website right away to change things is add some sort of opt-in mechanism, and that's sort of fancy language for put some kind of form on there where they can actually engage with you, where they can ask you or let you know, or raise their hand, so to speak, and tell you that they're interested in what it is that you're offering. So one of the ways that we do it and we recommend is to offer some sort of a free special report or maybe a video where you talk about perhaps the 7 secrets of hiring an attorney, for example, or things that the 7 mistakes to avoid when hiring an attorney, or the 7 things that the industry doesn't want you to know about. Some kind of report or video or information so that they can raise their hand and let you know that they're interested in what it is that you have to offer. Stephen, you're probably getting sick of this, but our audience here hasn't heard this yet today, and that is that I believe that your compensation is directly proportional to the value that you provide your marketplace. And these businesses that are just providing a static website that never changes, it's just really a tombstone that says here's who we are and here's how to contact us, really offer no reason for a visitor to come back to the site. They're offering no real value, and I think that that's a huge mistake, and that's why I suggest that you go ahead and put something of value on your site to get the visitor to opt in and let you, give you their name and email address so that you can continue to communicate with them in the future.
Yeah, it's all about information. I mean, we've talked about it before about doing the video blogs, and that's what you're doing is I've talked about it several times, is everybody has all this information in their head that other people can learn from around the world. There are multi-million-dollar businesses being built from the homes of people because of the internet and things. So to get that information out of your head and out onto a special report is a great way to market you and your business.
Hey, Darren, Fred Bond, one of the marketing advisors here at Cox Media Group Orlando. I think the interactivity here that you're hitting on is absolutely key, and I agree with you 100%. And one of the things I run into as I help counsel people with their marketing campaigns is, okay, now they got the name, what do they do next? So maybe could you elaborate on that a little bit? So now we've got the opt-in thing up on the website. We've collected some data. Now what?
That's not a broad question or anything, but I'll take a crack at it. One of the first things that I think that a brand new person with a brand new website could do is they could add a WordPress blog. WordPress is some really cool open source software. It's free, and they can easily add that blog to their website. And the first thing I would suggest they do is start blogging about things of interest to their marketplace. In my law firm, one of the things that we do is we blog every single day on things that have to do with what our prospects and clients are interested in, and that's problems in dealing with the IRS. So every single day we blog about that, and that helps us with our search engine optimization rankings, which are actually those rankings on the organic side, the free side, in the Google and the other search engines. So I think blogging would be one of the very first things that I would do as a brand new website owner. Something that's really important, really easy, it's free, and it's very effective.
What about if you collect names of people and email addresses? How important do you think it is to reach back out to them, or is that something that could be in bad taste, to reach back out to them after they have downloaded this report or what have you?
I think that, you've touched upon something that could be potentially controversial. But, there's experts who say that your list dies by the factor of 10% for every month that you fail to communicate with them. So I believe that you need to communicate with that list with items of interest, not just pitches, but items that are of interest to that segment of the marketplace as regularly as you can and as much as you can without actually putting them off and making them leave and unsubscribe from your list. So I think that's a really good point. It's really important. But you don't just pitch. You also try to provide value at all times. The marketplace will provide the person who provides the most value by placing them on top, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's about creating it's about creating that relationship. I think that's what happens. Because otherwise, when you're not following up with them, there's no relationship. And like Darren said, it's very important to have the content which is relevant.
And this goes for any business category, correct?
I agree. You can. Right now, we were just talking about it in the context of a law firm, perhaps, but it could be a pizza shop, it could be a plumber, it could be really any business that deals with the public. One thing that people really get hung up on is they always say, "Well, my business is different," and the truth is that all businesses have so much in common. They're really more similar than dissimilar.
Yeah,
that's right.
And I agree with the touches piece. I mean, think about it. Companies spend millions and millions and millions of dollars in all types of advertising and sending notes out, handwritten notes and things to try to keep in touch with your people. So it's all about what I say, touching your clients as often as you can and touching prospects, staying in front of them. We've always heard, staying in the front of their mind. Well, this is a very simple and very effective way to do it. Through the web, through the social media. And those of you that say, well, my clients don't use that stuff, no, your clients might not today, but I'm going to guarantee if you come across any 20-year-old these days, they can't stay off their phone or social media for more than 4 minutes without going to the withdrawals, for sure.
Right. Let me say one thing. We are a radio station here, and one of the things that you will hear on our radio station, you will see on television, are all kinds of things where the offer concept that you've put out there, Darren, is something that people will be using to generate, that business. It's the reverse mortgage thing. There's an offer for a free DVD. On the radio, you'll hear a lot of things for a DVD or for a report, what have you. So you'll hear these things so that we can engage the prospect and kind of get them in tune and interactive with us so we can become top of mind with them.
Absolutely. One of the things that we will often counsel, or what we actually do, sorry, there's a plane flying over right now. One of the things we will often do is we will try to get them and convert them from an online prospect to an offline prospect as soon as we can by getting them to give us their full name and address so that we can send them that DVD or that audio CD, so that we will then have that information so that we can then hit them both online using email and offline using direct mail. I agree that could be exceptionally effective and, cost effective as well, because now, again, raised their hand and indicated they were interested in what it is you have to sell.
Right. Very important for anybody who has a business. Our number's here, 407-290-0058 if you want to call in and talk about marketing, or 1-800-329-5858.
And we've got to take a quick break here on the Marketing Advisors, but we'll be back in just a minute with more here on News Talk AM 580 WDBO.